The fantail. This is the goldfish that started it all for most hobbyists. The fantail has a split tail fin divided into two broad lobes that fan out horizontally, clean, symmetrical, elegant. They grow to 6 to 8 inches, come in a wide range of colors with orange being most common, and are generally found for under $30. Simple. Yes. But here is the thing, the fantail is actually the genetic blueprint that most other fancy goldfish on this list were built from. Everything you are about to see evolved from the Ryukin. Now take that fantail body and imagine someone pushed down on the middle of its back. That slight exaggeration in body art is exactly what makes the Ryukin instantly recognizable, a deep pronounced humpback paired with a tall, erect dorsal fin. They reach 6 to 8 inches, sometimes 10, and come in all sorts of colors and patterns. Simpler ones stay under $30. Rare patterned ones go well beyond. But keep the Ryukin in mind, because 2 varieties later, that humpback is going to show up somewhere completely unexpected. The Oranda. Here is where things start getting genuinely strange in the best possible way. The Oranda carries a fleshy growth on top of its head called a one, and it looks exactly like a brain sitting on a. The bigger the one, the more striking the Oranda, but bigger also means more care, because large ones are prone to injury and infection. They average 7 to 9 inches, come in an enormous variety of colors and subbreeds, and range from a few dollars for a simple small one to $300 for a show-quality calico specimen. The one is going to keep appearing on this list. Pay attention to how it changes from fish to the Ranchu. The Ranchu is one of the most respected goldfish in Japanese breeding culture, and the moment you see one, you understand why. It has a deep, compact, egg-shaped body and a perfectly smooth back with no dorsal fin at all. That uninterrupted curve is intentional, refined, and considered a mark of quality. Some ranchus also develop a small one or head crown. They grow 5 to 8 inches with a staggering range of colors and patterns. Entry-level ones are affordable. Premium showfish? Up to $300. And here is something worth noting: the next 2 varieties are so closely related to the Ranchu that even experienced hobbyists confuse them. The Lionchu. The Lionchu is what happens when you take the Ranchu's round body and add a far more dramatic, larger one, the kind more commonly associated with the Lionhead Goldfish. No dorsal fin, prominent head growth, compact body. Around 6 inches on average. These are genuinely rare, and online is realistically your best option for finding one. The complication? Some ranchus also grow large wens, making the line between species genuinely blurry. Knowing the difference matters, and the next fish will make that clearer. The Lionhead. The Lionhead looks almost identical to the Ranchu at first glance. Here is the key difference: the Lionhead has a flat back, while the Ranchu has a curved arch. That one structural distinction is what separates these 2 species. The Lionhead grows between 5 and 10 inches and comes in all colors. Historically common, it has faded in visibility in the U.S. market, often relabeled as a Ranchu or Lionchu. Small ones come in under $15. Now put a pin in these head growth varieties, because one upcoming fish is going to take the head feature in a completely different direction. The Shukkin. The Shukkin does not get nearly enough attention. It takes the round, compact Ranchu-style body and pairs it with a long, sweeping tail fin that spreads out like butterfly wing. Sometimes called the long-tailed Ranchu, it is visually stunning. Size typically falls in the 6 to 8 inch range with many color possibilities. The problem? The Shukkin appears to be fading out of popularity, and finding one today is genuinely difficult. Even tracking down a price listing is a challenge. A beautiful fish slowly disappearing from the hobby. The telescope goldfish. Now forget everything about body shape and head growths for a moment, because this fish is all about the eyes. The telescope goldfish has eyes that protrude outward from its head in a spherical or conical shape, giving it the appearance of a dragon or an alien. Also called the Demikin or dragon eye, they grow 5 to 8 inches, come in many colors, and are reasonably easy to find online. Small ones under $40, larger ones under $100. And those dramatic eyes? They gave birth to 3 more varieties you are about to see. The Black Moor. Technically, the Black Moor is a color variant of the telescope, but that deep velvety all-black appearance has made it iconic enough to exist as its own identity in the hobby. It is one of the few fancy goldfish regularly stocked in local pet stores. Same size, same care, same protruding eyes, just wrapped entirely in the butterfly telescope. Take those telescope eyes, then add a tail fin that spreads out in a perfect symmetrical butterfly shape, and you have a fish specifically designed to be viewed from above. Looking down into the tank, the butterfly tail opens up like wings in a way that is genuinely breathtaking. It grows 5 to 8 inches, comes in multiple colors, and if it happens to be all black, it is usually sold under the Blackmore label. Uncommon in stores, easy to find online, similar pricing to the standard telescope. The celestial eye. Here is a fish that almost looks like a cartoon character brought to life. The celestial eye, also called the stargazer, has eyes that are permanently rotated upward, not sideways, not forward, straight up, as if the fish is always staring at the sky. They only grow to about 5 inches, most commonly appear in orange, and are genuinely rare. Most hobbyists have never seen one in person, but they are out there online and stay affordable, usually under $50, even for larger ones. The bubble eye. And now the most delicate fish on this entire list. The bubble eye has large fluid-filled sacs sitting beneath each eye, and those sacs can pop. A sharp decoration, an aggressive tank mate, even a strong filter current can damage them. They require a carefully managed, gentle environment. They grow to about 5 inches, come in many colors, and appear occasionally in stores. Small ones under $40, larger ones under $100. Beautiful but demanding. The Pearlscale. The Pearlscale looks like someone inflated a regular goldfish like a balloon. Its round, almost spherical body sits alongside a truly unique scale pattern. Each individual scale has a raised dome in its center, creating a pearl-like quilted texture across the entire body. They average 6 to 8 inches and come in a crown variant, which adds a fluid bubble on top of the head. Orange and white is most common. Mid-range pricing, small ones under $30, larger ones under $100. The Pompom. Also known as the Hanafusa, this fish has bunchy growth sitting right on its snout, pom-pom-like nasal bouquets that genuinely look like the fish is wearing cheerleader accessories. The body carries an arched back similar to a lionhead. They grow 4 to 6 inches, with chocolate and metallic warm brown being the most common color. The pom-pom trait also appears on other varieties like the Oranda. Uncommon but not impossible to find, and generally affordable, mostly under $50. The Tamasaba. Everything so far has had that round, egg-like fancy goldfish. The Tamasaba breaks that entirely. It has a streamlined elongated body, a single long flowing tail fin, a clean dorsal fin, and a distinctive downward-facing mouth unlike almost any other fancy variety. Orange and white are most common. These are rare and genuinely hard to track down even through specialty online retail. When you do find one, expect to pay between $50 and $100, worth every bit of the search. The Tosakin. The Tosakin might be the rarest and most prized fancy goldfish in the world, and its tail is the reason. Unlike any other goldfish, the Tosakin's tail is a single broad undivided fan that spreads out symmetrically and is designed to be admired from above. Pair that with a Ryukin-style arched back and a rounded compressed body, and you have something truly extraordinary. Orange and white is most common. Finding one for sale is a serious challenge, even through specialty online breeders. This is a fish that collectors chase for years. The Jikin. The Jikin, also called the peacock-tail goldfish, has a look so specific, it almost feels like a deliberate design. The body is predominantly white with vivid red coloring on the fins, lips, and gills only. The body is also more elongated and slender than most fancy goldfish, making it a noticeably faster and more active swimmer. The tail branches into several lobes, creating a peacock fan spread. They grow 6 to 9 inches. Rare, and once they exceed 5 inches in size, prices climb toward $300 quickly. The Watanai. The Watanai is a deliberate cross between the Ryukin and the Wakin, and the result is a body that sits right in between, both not as round as a Ryukin, not as elongated as a Wakin. It has a double tail fin that is shorter and less deeply lobed than a Ryukin's, and can also carry paired anal fins from the Wakin side. They grow 10 to 12 inches with many possible color variations. Rare enough that online is your only realistic option, and expect to pay several $100s for a quality specimen. The Shubunkin. The last fish on this list looks unlike everything that came before it, and that is exactly the point. The Shubunkin has a streamlined, elongated body with a deeply forked flowing tail, but it is the coloration that makes it unforgettable. A full calico pattern blending blue, orange, red, black, and white in a combination that is completely unique among goldfish varieties. In a tank, around 6 inches. In a large outdoor pond, up to 14 inches. Common, beginner-friendly, and easy on the budget, small ones often under $10, larger ones between $30 and $60. 20 varieties, 1 species. And now every time you pass a fish tank, at a pet store, at a friend's house, anywhere, you will know exactly what you are looking at. That is the kind of knowledge that changes how you see the hobby forever.